Are you disrespecting success? Are you waiting to go viral? Are you waiting to make your first $100,000 or your first $10,000? Are you waiting for your first 1,000 subscribers or to monetize your content or to win that title? If you're in entrepreneurship, high performance, leadership, business, sport, whatever your thing is, how do you measure success? And are you disrespecting your growth and the little wins because you only want the big wins? That's the real marker of success. Because here's the thing, any big moment, any world title is won in the small moments of showing up to the gym, in the local competitions, in the battles that I've had on the mat. Any $10,000 or $100,000 or $1 million in business is made off of the first sale of someone saying yes to the first dollar. Any big subscription account or any content that goes viral or is monetized is built off of the person pressing record and the first person saying yes. If you are new here, my name is Chantal Thompson, and this is me documenting my journey in my movement, my mandate, and my millions. Welcome to the journey of the Barkindji Warrior and the Warrior Heart, where we are taking my story, we are documenting the journey of me rebuilding my business, rebuilding my brand, and documenting my journey of being a mum, a woman, and my journey to Black Belt World Champion, and building a global brand and business and movement through the Kiilalaana Foundation, the Warrior Heart, and my journey through Jiu-Jitsu and culture as an Indigenous woman. Hit like or subscribe wherever you're seeing this. The button is usually below the video. And if you want to know more or any of my content is speaking to you, come and join the free community over on School. Come and join the Warrior Heart community over on School, where you can awaken or activate your warrior heart and be in community with other women who are done with self-abandonment as a way of love, survival mode as a way of life, and burnout as a way of leadership, and understanding that we are the seed and the source of every role, every obligation, every dream or every vision. Everything we want or have been made to believe is our responsibility to want or desire for the world, for our families, for our kids, our jobs, whatever your thing is. We are allowed to matter in our own experience, and this is what the Warrior Heart is. It's about leading from the heart, because the heart bypasses ego and it bypasses trauma. But we have to be willing to fight for ourselves in a world where for many of us, we are not allowed to exist. And this channel, these videos are about documenting that journey, of documenting the experiences, of sharing the example of what that looks like. So if this is speaking to you, come and join us. Share this video with someone that you think it will resonate with, and thank you for being here. So I'm in a big season of transition where some things are closing. I'm stepping up after a very difficult few years of life where I tapped out and I checked out due to capacity, due to the season, and I'm now waking up to the consequences of that season. Not that a lot of it was my fault, I was going through life. And at the same time, my children experienced the consequences of me not being able to show up. My business experienced the consequences of me not showing up. My income, my bills, my life, my health. And I'm now coming back into that and going, okay, taking a higher level view of what is my life, who am I, and where am I? Where are things at? And starting from a clean slate, I'm in this journey of remembering and reclaiming parts of myself that I had to leave behind because it wasn't safe, I wasn't allowed, or I was made to feel like I was too much or not enough to be that version of myself. And then there's the woman I had to become in order to get here. So this is the meeting place of who I had to become and who I always was, and allowing myself to imprint and level up my identity and the baselines for my life and how I show up. In this meeting place, this emergence, this weaving together of those two women to become the woman who can carry the dreaming, the journey, the roles, but by being the seed and the source, being my own purpose and allowing that to be the ripple effect. And I'm sitting in this really unique space where today I am in, this is the Kiilalaana Foundation space. If you are new here, the Kiilalaana Foundation is an organization, a movement, a space, a program, an energy, a practice for Indigenous women and girls to show up for themselves, to redefine who they are and their story, but to do culture and ceremony, connection and community, away from crisis and case management, away from having to meet a criteria before they could access culture and community and their own stories. And we're closing this space this week. This is the final week in this space because we haven't been successful in getting refunded for many different reasons. And it's also me meeting myself in this and going, well, what is my capacity? What is my capability? But also, who am I in this journey of Kiilalaana? And I am Kiilalaana and she is me, but we also carry Kiilalaana with us. And there's a lot of things I had to fight for this space. A lot of people fought for this space. So to now not have it, and while I'm sitting in that, this is the final week that I'll get to sit in this place where so much ceremony and culture and journey and story was written. I also had the first online call for the Warrior Heart community for 2026, a space that I started and created for women to come together on their own journey of the Warrior Heart, and 2 women said yes to jumping on that call. I've just done 10 days on the road of the Warrior Heart Tour and activating my brand and my business out into the world. So as I'm starting here or reactivating and redefining what my business is going to be and my brand is going to be as Chantel Thompson, while also building a business that serves and benefits the life I want to have, the role and responsibility I have as a single mum, and the realities of living in a regional community, whilst also facing the reality of my organisation closing and that work not being possible to the levels that we've had before, and redefining what success is. Like I said, I've got 3 world titles in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was on the Australian wrestling team. I've made multiple 6 figures in business off of my brand and my story. I've applied for multiple 6 figures in grant funding and partnerships and been successful in that. So to now have one chapter closing and transitioning and redefining what success looks like, to having the courage to starting again and starting with a clean slate. Don't get it twisted. I bring everything, all that success, that resume, that experience, that capability with me to this point, and I'm also redefining what success looks like and going, well, hold on. How easy is it for us to go, I'm only successful when I hit this certain milestone? My first 1,000 subscribers, my monetized content, my first $10,000 in business, my first world title, my first state title, my first gold medal. Like, I'll be successful when? We disrespect the small wins along the way towards the big wins. But then we over dramatize, or we make bigger than it needs to be, the losses along the way. Like if someone unsubscribes, we make it a big deal. If no one shows up to the call that we put out, or we put an offer out and no one buys, we go to a competition after putting in all the training and doing the work and we lose first round. And we make the loss define the effort, to define the journey, rather than using it as data or input. But then when one person says yes to, or we get 1 new subscriber, 1 new follower, only 1 like on our content, would we do that if someone came up to us in person and said, hey, what you said really affected me? So what are you using to define success in your life? It is the 30th of January. We're 30 days into 2026. Where are you at with your growth? Where are you at with your own experience, your own life? Have you already written off 2026 as a year of growth and impact and stepping fully into your power and your potential? Are you making small moments, hard moments, be the defining thing of going, well, see, I mucked up over here, so it's just not worth trying again? Are you disrespecting the small wins, the growth, the moments where you did show up? The person who said yes, the 1 subscriber that liked it, the 2 people that showed up to the call. I was nerding out so hard this morning because I woke up, and I get up early, you mob. I get up at 3 a.m., between 3 and 4 a.m., most days, 6-7 days of the week, to run my business, to get done what I need to get done. And I like those early hours. Yes, Baba? Okay, baby, thank you for telling me. I'm building my business with my little one in the background, recording these content. And I had to realize that I had to redefine success. I'm already living the life that I fought for. I was so busy looking at tomorrow and going, I'm not where I want to be, but I have these stresses, that I was disrespecting and undermining what I do have. And so focused on tomorrow that I was forgetting or allowing the weight of tomorrow and the weight of the perceived need and responsibility get in the way of being grateful for what I have here and now, for who I am here and now. And then the other struggle that is coming up is, how do I be present in this moment and allow this moment to be everything, whilst also understanding that it's also a stepping stone for tomorrow. So for example, as a parent, it's been the school holidays and I only have 2 summers left, this summer and next summer, with my twins as school-age students, because the 3rd summer after that, they'll be graduating. So they're in year 11. Australian summer is from December through to February, and spring. So we get warm, like that warm weather where you're going swimming and doing all the sort of outdoor activities. I was like, damn, I only have 2 more years left of school holidays, school runs, all the things. So I want to make the most of this. And the reality is that I'm a single mum with a household to run, and I'm rebuilding a business that isn't generating consistent income yet. I don't have consistent revenue streams where I go, okay, every month I know I'm going to get $5,000, $10,000 of secured income. I'm making income off of when I show up. I have to be present to make that income. And there is no backup plan. There's no super, there's no sick leave or annual leave, and I have no staff in the business yet. I'm in. So there's all these things. And yes, baby.
Are you finished?
Almost. I've got about 2 minutes left and then I'll be done.
And I'm sitting in lap.
You can sit on my lap. So it's these moments of connection and growth. And what does success look like as you, your hands on my necklace, as you show up for your own journey? As I sit in this, no, can you wait until I finish my video, then you can take your shirt off, because I'm recording a video. As I sit in this space that my children are growing up, and each day, yes, each day is a day in their journey. Each day is one in the books, but every yes, every small win is the stepping stone to the bigger thing becoming possible. Those 2 women saying yes is the markers of a movement. The people who purchased tickets to my New South Wales Warrior Heart Tour was co-creating what this is going to become. Every like, every new follower, every subscriber is a person who is saying yes to the message, who is saying yes to Chantel, the brand and the business, and what I'm speaking about and the journey. So humbling myself and saying, yes, that's who I was in that season. And that's amazing and that's powerful and that's evidence of what becomes possible when I show up. And I'm not that version of myself anymore. Life looks very different. I'm 42. As a mum, as an athlete, as an entrepreneur and a business owner, I'm starting with a different level of finances and access to resources. This is me. I've got my children and I've got people who can support, but that support looks different. Resources look different. So in this season, I'm redefining what success and winning looks like, and I'm meeting the journey for what it is, and I'm choosing to just embrace it all and celebrate the power and the potential, but also not underestimating the weight and the reality of what it is to show up and be myself in the world and in this season and in the in-between. So if you are on your journey and you are showing up and you're doing your things, hit like or subscribe wherever you're seeing this. Come and join the Warrior Heart. If you would like some support on your own journey, send me a DM or comment Warrior Heart, and I will send you a link of that can show you how we can work together, how we can walk this journey together. I'm currently taking on one-on-one and small group clients, speaking gigs and opportunities. The free community is there. Every month we hold a free community call. We are doing the Warrior Heart Activation Challenge in February. This is available to you at any given point whenever you see, hear, or listen to this content. Where are you at on your journey, and how are you defining success in this season, and what does winning look like?